They'll be more than happy to share his dirty secrets. He's a VIP executive, which means he either worked really hard using blood, sweat, and tears to make the arduous climb to the top, or he backstabbed, lied, cheated, and betrayed his way up the corporate ladder. From what I've heard, it's the second option. Now you're speaking my language. Oh, there's one last thing. Trident equips all of their starliners with the latest acoustic threat detection. Meaning that you lose patience and kill anyone aboard the ship, security will be alerted and all hell will break loose. Anyway, I suppose that's enough to get you started. Good luck. What the hell? When I asked you earlier, you said you weren't here for anything else. Not only did you lie to me, but now you're telling me that she sent you after the award alone? And of course, Neva just happened to leave that out of her message about you, right? I can't believe she's trying to cut me out of this deal. Without me, the award never would have ended up here in the first place. I spent months manipulating the Terran Preservation Society into hosting their gala affair aboard the Siren of the Stars. I had to arrange the event to make sure that the award was aboard the ship. Neva said she'd do the rest. When I got a message about Dubrovsky, I assumed she'd be tagging along to steal the award. But looks like she sent you in her place. That would imply that Neva has a good side to begin with. Fine, I'll help. But you're doing all the legwork, and I'm still taking my cut of the payout. So tell me, what's the status of your plan? I once saw Neva strip down a UC security ship and sell the parts back to the UC through a shell company. If that doesn't put your concerns to rest, I don't know what will. Now tell me, what about the status of your plan? How can I help? Okay, then let me point you to the person in charge of the award. Her name's Sheila Holbrook, and you can probably find her in the Starfield ballroom. I'd press her to reveal where the award's hidden, and we can go from there. And if you're thinking of pulling the trigger on poor Miss Holbrook, remember that any gunfire is gonna set off the ship's alarms. As long as you remember that I'm getting paid my cut, I'll help you with anything you want. What's the status of your plan? Okay, her name's Sheila Holmes. I'd press her to, and if you're thinking of pulling the trigger on... They claim their goal is to celebrate the soul of the Earth, the culture, the people, and the ideals of the past. In their minds, Earth is now dead, which is why they feel that preservation of its remaining aspects is so important. In reality, this is what happens when folks with far too much time and far too much money get together to make themselves feel like they're contributing to society. You seriously need to ask. Okay, I'll give you 2 reasons. First, Gold Bank protects their own. Kill Dombrowski, and they send Ecliptic after every Crimson Fleet ship they can find. Not something Delgado wants, I suspect. And second, you offer Gal Bank employee in every single Gal Bank facility in the settled systems will triple their security. I'm gonna guess that won't help with whatever your plans are regarding Gal Bank, now will it? Oh, and while you're at the gala, avoid the canapes. They're frozen, not fresh.
These new... Shh! Listen. Can't hear the engines, can ya? You're not gonna find better tuned engines anywhere.
Between you and me, the best part of my job is getting a crack at all of the leftovers from the dining area buffets.
You're a guest of Captain Rokov, right? Welcome aboard.
Captain, Trident must have spent a fortune equipping this ship with triple redundancy.
This is one of Trident's top-of-the-line vessels. The view from the Starfield
Hell of a ship,
ballroom, isn't it?
Yes.
Breathtaking.
Every day that I wake up in my bunk, I count my blessings to have been posted to a ship like the Siren of the Stars. Captain Rokov said you're allowed in any of the crew-specific areas. Just don't...
You're a guest of Captain Rokov, right? Welcome aboard.
This is one of Trident's top-of-the-line vessels.
Shh! Listen.
Can't hear the engines, can you?
Captain Rokov is one of the most easygoing CEOs I've ever worked under.
Must have spent a
In fact, he
fortune
doesn't act
equipping
much
this
like a
ship
captain.
with triple redundancy in almost every...
These newer vessels more or less run autonomously. Which
Every
doesn't
day that I
leave
wake
much
up in
for
my
the crew
bunk,
to do.
Captain
Come on, bless
Rokov
us, sir,
said
posted
you're
to a
allowed in
ship like
any
the
of the
Siren of the
crew-specific
Stars.
areas. Just don't touch anything, please.
I prefer swimming in bioluminescent hot springs.
Don't forget to keep your Starview pass
handy at all times, or you won't have access to the ballroom.
Have you tried the canopies? Horrid. Positively horrid.
If you want to dine at Captain Rokov's table, yes.
Is this important? I don't have a lot of time for idle nonsense. Yes, I'm extremely busy preparing for the award ceremony, so this better be important. Probably in a few days. I don't want the award transfer to actually occur until we're safely in orbit at our destination. Of course, if I keep getting interrupted, the ceremony might never take place at all. Yes, I am. Actually, I've been entrusted with the transfer of the award for the last 7 of its 9 years. Why do you ask? Well, the Earth Savior Award is one of a kind. The blue diamonds alone are irreplaceable. Since we can't produce a new award every year, it's instead passed from one recipient to the next. I supervise the transfer and make certain that there's ample security during transport and at the destination. Forget it. I refuse to have a repeat of last year's fiasco, where the name leaked early and started a common brawl. The winner's name is safely sealed away with the award itself, inside the master safe located at the purser's office. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have much more important things on my agenda than to speak to the likes of you.
Hello. Are you a member of the Society?
Could you pester someone else, please? I have too much on my plate to waste time talking to you.
An open bar would have been nice. Trident's gouging us for every credit we've got.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
I certainly hope they decide to hold all future Society events on Starfield. That view is absolutely spectacular, isn't it?
I've done this particular cruise run several times, and I can assure you that the route is quite safe.
So, what brings you aboard?
Quite a lovely Starliner. Nothing but the best for the Society, eh?
Please remember to obey all posted safety and mustering instructions. Please remain in I'm sorry, but unless you're reporting a security situation, I need to get back to my duties.
Here for business or pleasure?
The Society chair has really outdone herself this time.
In the event of a lockdown, remember to return to your cabin in a quiet and orderly fashion.
Yeah, can we do this later? I'm busy.
Here for business or pleasure?
Ownership is a human concept. But so is the law. So, yeah.
Between you and me, the best part of my job is getting a crack at it. There's nothing quite like the view from the... It's breathtaking.
You seem overwhelmed with things here. Let's take a moment to sort it out.
Hold up. This area is off limits to passengers.
Suddenly, we've entered a high-security medical bay. Didn't expect that. Okay, then.
Hold up. This area is off limits to passengers.
Trident must have spent a fortune equipping this ship with triple redundancy in almost every internal system.
society chair has really outdone herself this time. That view is absolutely spectacular,
isn't it?
Quite a lovely
At the
starliner.
moment, Aurora
Hello.
isn't permitted on
Are you a
Trident
member of the
Starliners,
society?
though we're working on having that changed.
The society is such a worthy cause. What could be more important than the preservation of the Earth's spirit? I missed out on the award to someone else last year. So this year, I doubled my contributions to the society. Fingers crossed. Larry has an A-level executive rating over at Galbank, which means he has access to everyone's accounts at the touch of a button. Don't forget to donate to the cause.
Any complaints about your cruise should be directed to one of the staff.
If you have any specific requests, please speak to one of the crew's attendants.
On behalf of myself and the entire team at Trident Luxury Lines, we wish to thank you for choosing to travel with us. For the safety of everyone aboard, please be certain you don't interfere with any of the crew or security members of our vessel.
A Starview pass is required to enter the main ballroom. We have a range of excursions available at all of our destinations. All the details are in your cabin. These newer vessels more or less run autonomously, which doesn't leave much for the crew to do around here.
Every day that I wake up in my bunk, I count my blessings to have been posted to a ship like the Siren of the Stars.
Captain Rokoff said you're allowed in any of the crew's specific areas. Just don't touch anything, please.
You're a guest of Captain Rokoff, right? Welcome aboard.
Can't hear the engines, can you? You're not.
Have you tried the canopies? Horrid. Positively horrid.
An open bar would have been nice. A Trident It's gouging us for every credit we've got. I certainly hope they decide to hold all future society events aboard the Starliner. So, what brings you aboard? Is this about that feature SSNN ran a few years ago? I can assure you, this is a legitimate charity organization. This is going to be the 9th Earth Savior Award ceremony, but the first time it's ever been held aboard the Starliner. Dombrowski is married to some poor woman that he constantly leaves behind in New Atlantis when he goes on his business trips. Enjoy the rest of the event.
Pleased to make your
I
acquaintance.
certainly hope they decide to hold. The considerable amounts of cash that Dombrowski donates is the only reason we allow him to attend society functions. It's for the society's high rollers. If you don't have more than 8 figures in your account, I wouldn't even bother going after the award. The society was founded about 8 years ago by Carl S.A. Worthington, a prominent businessman from New Atlantis. Not much, other than the fact that they host these wonderfully entertaining gala events every month. Nice to have met you.
Quite a lovely Starliner. Huh. Well, that was boring.
So, what brings you aboard? Donations to the society can be debited from my bank account on a monthly basis. I barely have to lift a finger to help. Sheila Holbrook is chair of the award committee this year. The way she dotes over that glorified trophy, you think it was her own child. Yes, he's some kind of top dog over at Galbank. I heard he replaced someone that was caught running a fake loan scam. That's all then? Okay.
Sorry, I'm busy. Maybe we'll talk another time.
Have you tried the
society chair
canapes?
has really
Horrid.
outdone herself this
Positively
time.
Pleased to make your
horrid.
acquaintance. You don't necessarily have to be wealthy to contribute, though the minimum donation level is 5,000 credits. Sheila Holbrook is chair of the award committee this year. The way she dotes over that glorified trophy, you'd think it was her own child. I'm a silver member of the society, but only 100,000 more credits and I hit the gold tier. Enjoy the rest of the event.
An open bar would have been nice. Triton's gouging us for every credit we've got.
That view is absolutely spectacular, isn't
Now
it?
the party can get started.
The ship's purser can assist you with any matters regarding the security of your items.
The ship's purser can assist you with any matters regarding the security of your items.
Hello. Here for business or pleasure? It's critical that the Society keeps the memories of Earth alive in our hearts. I'm doing my part by attending this spectacular event. Sheila Holbrook is chair of the award committee this year. The way she dotes over that glorified trophy, you'd think it was her own child. His behavior towards women is abominable. That man really ought to be ashamed of himself. When you join, they send you a small chunk of rock from the Earth itself. I keep mine on my desk. It's a shame that the Earth ended in such a sorry state, but I'm glad the Society has the nerve to do something about it. Donations to the Society can be debited from my bank account on a monthly basis. Is this about that feature SSNN ran a few years ago? I'm a silver member of the Society, but only 100,000 more credits and I hit the gold tier. Is this about that feature SSNN ran a few years? Don't forget to donate to the cause.
Please remember to obey all posted safety and mustering instructions. Any complaints about your cruise should be directed to one of the staff.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
That view is absolutely spectacular, isn't it? Have you tried the canopies? Horrid. Positively horrid. Not much, other than the fact that they host these wonderfully entertaining gala events every month. Sheila Holbrook is chair of the award committee this year. The way she dotes over that glorified trophy, you'd think it was her own child. He's been spending a lot of time with Claudia Swist. Quality time, if you catch my meaning. I'm certain his wife doesn't know a thing about it. He's been spending a lot of time with Claudia Swist. Quality time, if you catch my meaning. I'm certain his wife doesn't know a thing about it. Nice to have met you.
Please remain in designated passenger areas at all times. Have a safe journey.
Here for business? Pleasure.
Don't forget to keep your Starview pass handy at all times.
If you have any little ones aboard, story time with Sirena will be held in the ship's library this evening.
Sorry, do I know you? Okay, wait, are you seriously... Are you trying to pick me up? Look, I appreciate the compliment, but I'm already seeing someone, and my partner doesn't like competition. He gets very jealous. Who? Look, can you just cut to the chase already? What's this about? Oh my god. Are you kidding me? How did you... That idiot. I told Larry to keep his big mouth shut, but did he listen? No. He had to impress his friends and treat me like a trophy. Look, I've been in this business for a long time, and I know how this game works, so let's skip all the banter and get it over with. What's it gonna take to make us both happy? If I give you dirt on that son of a bitch Dombrowski, all I'm doing is endangering myself. Why would I do that? That's true. You have come this far already. All right, you've made your point. You know, this whole thing really pisses me off. Larry and I had the perfect scheme worth thousands of credits all worked out, and then he goes and flushes the whole thing down the toilet.
You're pissed off? Imagine how Dombrowski's gonna feel when we start stepping on his toes.
Good. I hope you crush them so badly he'll be unable to walk. Oh, angry isn't even the right word. The plan was solid. Larry got together with myself and this other guy, Gabriel Vera. He's some bigwig over at UC Security. I doctored the transactions, Larry wiped them off the system, and Vera kept the legal pressure off of us. We were scamming Galbank for months. It was going well until I discovered Larry was cheating everyone by changing each transaction in his favor before deleting them. Oh, I know he was using me. At the same time, he was saying how much he loved me. He was stringing me along and stabbing me in the back. I wish I had some. Maybe you should try talking to Gabriel Vera. He should be around here somewhere. If he doesn't want to cooperate, just mention my name. That should grab his attention. Good luck. You're gonna need it. I wrote a computer algorithm that basically creates a randomized number of false ghost credits that mimic the crypto key of actual credits. Then the algorithm simply passes the ghost credits to whatever legit transfers that the bank transacts. The genuine credits enter a dummy account. The best part is that I also alter the crypto keys as the real cash flows into our accounts. By the time it lands in our pockets, the creds are clean. So, on paper, it appears that all of the bank's transactions are covered, when it's really just our ghosted dummy creds. Genius, right? What do you think is going on? I'm using that gullible idiot to get what I want. If I have to squash him on my way to the top, then so be it. Let's get one thing straight. Larry Dombrowski's no saint. He deserves everything that's coming to him.
Right. What they said.
Dombrowski is a piece of human garbage. He'd stab you in the back for table scraps, then stab you again to steal dessert. The plan's always been to milk the guy for everything he's worth, and then leave him in the dust. Not bad for a lowly Galbank worker drone, right? What, are you writing a damn novel? Fine. Vera works for UC Security, so he kept a lookout on their commnet for any Galbank chatter. I guess you could call him our early warning system. And Dombrowski made sure that all of the crypto manipulation I was working on didn't turn up in Galbank's automatic audits. You need top clearance for that kind of access, so we had to cut him in, whether we liked it or not. I hope you hurt Dombrowski. Nail his ass right to the wall.
Please let me know if your voyage is unsatisfactory in any way. Welcome to the Purser's office. I'm Chief Purser Murata. How can I be of assistance today? Don't forget to tell your friends. How much you enjoy the cruise? How may I assist you today? Oh, absolutely. The safe is magnetically sealed and shielded with multiple layers of fully damage-resistant, vacuum-proof plating. In the unlikely event our vessel is boarded and the threat detection alarm is triggered, the safe will be permanently sealed until it reaches port. In the even more unlikely event this ship is destroyed, we can assure you that your loved ones will be able to recover your goods from the wreckage. So, as you can imagine, your property will be completely secure until you decide to retrieve them from our safe. I've only seen it briefly myself, but I can assure you that it's quite lovely. Unfortunately, the item is locked inside of our safe, which can only be accessed by presenting an appropriate claim ID. Is there anything else I can assist you with today? Well, if you change your mind, I'll be here. Have a wonderful trip. I'm sorry. It's against Trident policy to discuss our personal feelings towards a fellow crewmate. I don't want to lose my job. Why should I tell you? Yeah, I hope so. I'd like to tell you. I really would. I haven't agreed to anything yet. I appreciate your interest, but I'm forbidden to disclose any personal information. It's not about money. It's about my career. I get fired from Trident. That's it for me. Back to scrubbing tables at the Terra Brew. It's not about money. No problem. An excellent question. My responsibilities include all of the Siren's financial, customs, and commercial goods transfers. Honestly, I really enjoy the work. I get to meet people at every port of call instead of being constantly stuck below decks. Please let me know if there's anything I can do to make your stay more comfortable. Your voyage is unsatisfactory in any way. Welcome to the purser's office. Have a safe journey. How may I assist you today? I've only seen it briefly myself, but unfortunately, is there anything else I can... Well, if you change your mind, I'll be here. I'm sorry, it's against... I don't want to lose my job. Why should I tell you? I mean, it might be okay. Maybe. Need to think about it. I hear you. All right, but you didn't hear this from me. Do you understand? I don't want to lose my job. I like Captain Rokov, but I think he's mixed up with some very dangerous people. I was bringing some paperwork to his quarters one day, and I found a slate with a message he received from someone named Delgado. That would normally be fine, but the message mentions the Crimson Fleet, as in pirates. Can you believe it? If you want to grab it, the slate should still be in his quarters. Somewhere. An excellent question. My responsibilities, honestly, Oh, absolutely. The safe is in the unlikely event, or in the even more unlikely. So, As you can imagine, your property will be completely secure until you decide to retrieve them from our safe. Please let me know if there's anything I can do to make your stay more comfortable.
Did you get into the system? Sorry. I'll be more patient. Surprise! No.
Is anything I can do to make your stay more comfortable?
If you wish to have a drink at any of our lounges, be sure to present your cabin pass.
I've done this particular cruise run several times, and I can assure you that the route is quite safe.
Hello. Are you a member of the Society?
So, what brings you aboard? An open bar would have been nice. Trident's gouging us for every credit we've got.
If you have any specific requests, please speak to one of the cruise attendants.
I certainly hope they decide to hold all future society events aboard Starliner.
In the event of a lockdown, remember to return to your cabin in a quiet and orderly fashion.
The society chair has really outdone herself this time.
I'm sorry, but unless you're reporting a security situation, I need to get back to my duties.
Due to an unfortunate accident, we are halting our spacewalk experience for an undetermined amount of time. There's a pickpocket!
Eyes burning!
Quite a lovely Starliner. Nothing but the best for the society, eh?
Have you tried the canopies? Horrid. Positively horrid.
Must you continue these unwelcome interruptions? I'm a very busy woman. Excuse me? And why in goodness name would I do something as foolish as that?